So I was lucky enough to be invited to a driving day from Hyundai. I've produced a series of quick videos just to show you my initial thoughts of the cars that I got to experience on the day. I hope you enjoy. Okay folks, so here's a quick overview of the Hyundai Tucson. I'm going to throw all the stats up on the screen because I don't have very long with these cars today. So although these interior materials feel very rugged and robust and they don't feel cheap, don't have a luxurious feeling to them. Sometimes that means they're a bit more hard wearing than the slightly plusher materials. You've got two drive modes in this, Eco and Sport. As soon as you put the car into Sport, you feel immediate difference in the throttle response. You get some very sporty looking carbon fibre effect digital dials, and then pop it back into Eco, and it's just really pleasant. And you do have the ability to run it as a full-on EV, albeit for a short period of time. So you've got a large touchscreen infotainment system here for the main sat-nav and media functions and all that kind of good stuff. Really good quality. I really like the systems in Hyundai. It's the same system basically that you get in the Kia and the Genesis. One of the better ones on the market, I think, at this present moment in time. So we have got haptics rather than physical dials here to control things like the volume of the stereo and the AC and that kind of stuff. But you do have some nice little rocker switches on the steering wheel for the volume controls. And like most cars nowadays, you can of course do voice commands. But the haptics are easy enough to use and they don't take your attention away from the road too much. The main dash is digital, so you haven't got physical dials, you've got digital screen, super high res, really clear, and plenty of different options for the data you actually get on that screen. So it should keep most people happy, I think. So this car I'm in right now has done 10,000 miles, and I have to say, it feels like it's its first day at the showroom. It feels super tight. I know 10,000 is not a huge amount of mileage, but it really feels like a new car. It's really tight, and I guess that's testament to the build quality. These Korean cars now really do compete with some of the top brands when it comes to build quality. Everything feels very well screwed together. Plenty of legroom in the back, so your rear passengers are not going to be complaining on long journeys. I will go into more detail on all these things if I get the chance to do a longer term review with the car. As it is today, I've just got 45 minutes, so I'm trying to blast through the main details for you. So today Hyundai have given us routes to take these cars out on, and it's a mixture of 30 mile an hour, 50 mile an hour roads with the occasional bit of national speed limit thrown in. And this one's averaging 44.4 mpg on these roads, which doesn't seem too bad at all for the size of vehicle it is. Now, styling of cars is something that's very, very subjective. What one person loves, another one hates. But I personally think this is one of the best looking cars in its category, and I think it was the best until the Kia Sportage came along. The Sportage obviously is a very close cousin of this one, shall we say. Connectivity is good in this one. We've got a wireless phone charger, USB sockets. They are USB A's and not C's. For the gear select or drive mode select in this, if you like, you've just got buttons like in the Honda. So you've got drive, neutral, reverse, and then park. Electric handbrake. It's very, very well laid out. Everything's exactly where you want it to be and would expect it to be. You know, sometimes you jump into an unfamiliar car or a new car and you spend half your time trying to find, you know, where the major controls are. That's not the case with this. And although they're haptics and not physical buttons and dials, you don't have to dive into your touchscreen to change things like the aircon or open the glove box or anything like that. You do have very clear controls. So as I said, this is just a really brief overview. Hopefully I'll be able to borrow one of these from Hyundai at some point and give you a better all-round review of the car. But initial impressions are very, very good. And if you're in the market for an SUV and you're thinking of one of the Germans, you know, don't be a snob. Come and check one of these things out because you'll be surprised. Boot space in this plug-in hybrid version's a very generous 558 litres, and underneath the floor there you've got somewhere to keep your charging cables. If you've enjoyed any part of this video, please let me know in the comments and give it a thumbs up. It really helps. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. There'll be lots more car review content coming in future, as well as used car content and my normal lease deals of the month. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys.